Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're unpacking some really fascinating insights, stuff you've shared with us, all around this surprising idea, the power of making things easy.
Yeah, our mission today is basically to figure out why some things feel like such a slog and, how we might redesign things so the right behaviors just sort of happen, almost without thinking.
Right. We're going to challenge that whole push harder mentality, aren't we?
Exactly. What if the biggest thing holding you back isn't like lack of willpower, but just friction? Too much effort involved.
Yeah.
Get ready for maybe a few aha moments today.
Okay, let's start with one that really surprised me. This experiment with photography students. It kind of flips the idea of perfectionism on its head, right?
Oh, absolutely. So imagine this class, right? Split in two. One group, the quantity guys, they're graded just on this sheer number of photos they turn in. Loads of them.
Okay, volume.
Volume. The other group, quality, only needed one single perfect photo, just one masterpiece.
Half answer, I guess. The quality group knocked it out of the park,
Yeah.
focusing all that energy.
You'd think so. But nope. The quantity group, they produced all the best photos by far.
Get out. Really? How?
Well, they were constantly shooting, experimenting, messing up, learning from those mistakes, basically honing their skills through sheer repetition. Practice.
The quality group was, what? Just thinking about the perfect shot.
Pretty much. Theorizing, planning, worrying about perfection. They didn't have much actual work to show for it in the end.
That is so counterintuitive.
Yeah.
So, more is
Yeah.
better. I definitely fall into that trap, planning forever instead of just starting.
That's it, exactly. It's the classic motion versus action thing. Motion feels good, like planning or making lists, but it doesn't produce results. Action is, well, doing the thing. Writing the article, not just outlining 20 ideas.
We default to motion because it feels safer. Less chance of failure.
Precisely. But to really master something, a habit, you need repetition, you need to get your reps in. It's not about being perfect right away.
And this repetition, it actually changes us. Physically.
Yeah, that's where Hebb's law comes in. Neurons that fire together wire together.
Yeah.
The more you repeat an activity, your brain literally rewires itself, builds pathways to make that action more efficient, almost automatic.
So our brains are naturally lazy, in a way. Always looking for the shortcut.
You could say lazy, or maybe just efficient. It's wired to conserve energy. Which brings us to this big idea, the law of least effort. We naturally drift towards the easiest option.
It's not just personal habits, though, is it? This applies on a bigger scale, too.
Oh, massively. Think about Jared Diamond's work on agriculture. Why did it spread so much faster across Europe and Asia compared to the Americas?
Climate.
Basically, yeah. Similar climates along the east-west axis meant less friction for crops to spread. North-south in the Americas. Big climate changes, more friction. It shows how even subtle environmental factors shape behavior over huge timescales.
Wow. Okay, so the takeaway for us personally is make the good habits the easiest ones. Design our environment.
Exactly. Reduce the friction between you and the desired action. Think addition by subtraction. Like those Japanese companies in the 70s redesigning workspaces to cut out wasted movement.
Or just setting out your workout clothes the night before.
Perfect example. That's priming the environment. Resetting the room, prepping healthy food.
Yeah.
You make the future action easier now. Little things that remove steps later.
I like that. It lowers the barrier to just starting. Like Twyla Tharp, the choreographer.
Mm-hmm.
Her ritual wasn't the workout itself. It was just hailing the cab to get there.
That's the spirit. And it ties into the 2-minute rule. When you're starting something new, make it take less than 2 minutes.
So read before bed becomes.
Read one page, or do yoga becomes roll out my yoga mat. Run the 3 miles is just put on my running shoes.
The point isn't the tiny action, it's showing up.
Exactly. Master the habit of showing up. You standardize first, then you optimize later. Get the consistency down.
Okay, that makes sense for building good habits, but what about breaking bad ones? Is it just the opposite? Make them harder.
Precisely. Increase the friction. That's where commitment devices come in. You make a choice now to lock in better behavior later.
Like Victor Hugo, locking away his clothes so he had to stay in and write.
Exactly that. Or, someone using a timer plug to automatically shut off their internet router at 10 p.m. to stop mindless scrolling.
Taking the decision out of your future self's hands.
Right. And automation is key here, too. Setting up automatic savings transfers, using website blockers. One-time decisions that make good behaviors automatic and bad ones difficult or even impossible.
So whether it's that photography class showing quantity beats perfectionism early on, or just, putting your running shoes by the door, the core idea seems to be make it easy. Reduce the friction.
Yeah, friction is the enemy. We've seen how the path of least resistance shapes pretty much everything, from ancient history to our daily routines. It's less about brute force motivation, more about smart design.
So, we'll leave you with this thought then. How can you design your world, your environment, so that doing the right thing is the easiest thing? What bit of friction can you remove today?
What tiny 2-minute first step can make that goal you have just a little bit more inevitable?